Simmerich tips it to Walters, and this ball game is underway. We start at straight up 7 o'clock tonight. Manuan to fall, up and under, no good. And will come out of the first possession empty-handed. Warriors in man-to-man, as you would expect. Three-pointer coming here. Rattled wouldn't go, and Walters has the rebound. Walters couldn't get to the rim. Good defense there by the Raiders. Out of Columbus, Nebraska, about 90 miles west of Omaha. 290 miles from Ottumwa. Manuan comes out of there with it. No score. A minute is off the clock. Both teams empty-handed on their opening possession. Warriors are winners of 6 in a row. Central winners of 4 in a row. Walters kicks it out. Three-pointer coming from AT is too strong. Simmerich tips it. Abdullah tips it. And it's going to go to Central Community College. Warriors will be on the road next Tuesday. We'll travel over to Freeport, Illinois to take on Highland. And then another Friday night game next week here at home against Elgin, as Frank Keller knocks that down. And Central has the early lead at 3-0. Will Casey into the lane, and foul coming, I believe, will probably be on the floor. Should be Warrior basketball under the hoop. The foul goes against Frank Keller, his first team foul. AT spins, and now he's fouled. Chris Shondell going to watch WKU play tomorrow. Be nice to see Hank and the guys from a couple years back. Absolutely. That's down at Sam Houston, down in Texas, where Shondell's holed up for the winner. Knocked loose. Casey, for the moment, had it back. Now Walters scrambles, and he'll come away with it. The Warriors will keep the possession alive. Shot clock at 9. Trenton kicks it out to AT. Shot clock's at 3. Casey's going to have to shoot it. He does, and that one was against a side wind and did not hit the rim. So with 17 and a half to go, the Warriors not on the scoreboard. Trailing 3-0 right now to Central Community College. Three-pointer here is, I think, maybe tipped by Will there. Abdullah out of there with it. He's going to kick it to the corner. Walters. 3-second lane violation on the Warriors. And Indian Hill struggling to get it going here. 17:02 to go. We've yet to put the biscuit in the basket. Stan Roop tuned in. Alan Rice, Alan Lena, watching from Ottumwa. Al's a little under the weather. Al, I'm not. You know what? I'm not under the weather, but I'm not 100% tonight. I have an eye procedure today that I was hoping would be better than it is at the moment. They shot some lasers in there trying to lower the eye pressure. And that was at about 4 o'clock today. And my eye's still watering and a little bit in pain. I'm in the glasses, so bear with me tonight, folks. Working through some eye trouble tonight. JV Dashagas on the floor for Indian Hills. Let's see if he can spark something for us. Inside the big fella, and it's going to be a turnover on Indian Hills. And with 16:23 to go in the half, we have yet to score. Indian Hills has gone almost 4 minutes without a basket. The run and one-legger is off the mark. DeShagas has the rebound. Casey kicks it out. Abdullah. 15:55 to go, so we're going to go more than 4 minutes here without a basket. That's off the mark. Casey tracks it down and fires it off of the defender to keep the possession alive. Shot clock resets to 20. Costello checks in for Indian Hills. That one's off the mark. DeShagas gets it out. Costello pulls up from 17. He's on the money. And Titus, ecstatic that Costello hit his first shot because Mason has the pink shoes on tonight. And Titus says that's been the key to his big shooting nights. And he hits his first one, albeit inside of the three-point line, but knocked it down nothing but net. And the Warriors get on the board. Took over 4.5 minutes to do it. Abdullah Fall. No good. DeShagas fights for it, but out of there with it is Frank Keller getting the rebound for Central. Caden Nation has checked into the ball game for Indian Hills as well. Three-pointer there. On the money for Ronan Parker, 6'3" freshman from Latrobe, Australia. Warriors trail 6-2. See if Nation can get something going. We need him and Costello to get hot. Nation goes to the basket, puts it in, and he gets the foul. Chance for a three-point play for Caden Nation. Foul goes against Maul Jaw. That is his first, and that is the third team foul on the Raiders. 6-4 ball game. Make it 6-5 as Caden Nation rattles the free throw home. What do we have here? Offensive foul. Costello draws the charge. Sharon Adamson, thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it. Bob and John and Gail are tuned in from Florida. Come on, Warriors. Let's get it going. So Lindsey Kale tuned in as well. Caden Nation got himself a little bit too far under the hoop, and the Warriors turn it over. To the corner for the Raiders. Now they're working around the perimeter. This three-pointer is off the mark. And DeShagas with the board gets it out to Walters. Up ahead, Costello. Too strong. Costello tracks down the rebound. Off the glass and goes. Costello's got 4 now. The Warriors have our first lead of the ball game at 7-6. Keller kicks it to the corner. Now they dump it back down. Three-pointer coming here is in. That might have banked for Maul Jaw. And now we have a timeout. 9-7 Central Community College in the lead right now over your Warriors. The Texas Ranger. Quentin Perkins on the floor for Indian Hills. Costello. Yes, sir. There it is. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer. And the Warriors grab the lead at 10-9. I came over early today. I had that eye doctor's appointment at 1:40, so I came over and had lunch at Morgan's Corner. Had me a Morgan's Corner burger and some fries. That was outstanding. Donna Beatty tuned in to the broadcast tonight. Welcome in, Donna. Warriors 4 of 12 from the field right now, 1 of 6 from three-point land, 3 turnovers on Indian Hills. So not the start we wanted to see. Let's see if we can get this engine rolling here. Abdullah gives it back to Perkins. Nation. Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Caden Nation. And now maybe we've found the ingredients for a good sauce. Perkins just about took it away. And a good take to the hoop there by Kasadi Makuma Jr., excuse me. 13-11 Indian Hills. Like a 1-3-1 zone. Perkins, yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Perkins. And now we're going. 16-11 Warriors in the lead. Indian Hills jumped up to number 3 in the rankings this week. Keller thought about it. Now gives it up. And it's going to stay. Ball. Central comes in with a record of 10-10. Get it out of here, says Caden Nation. I don't think so. And just before the shot clock, Keller got one up, but couldn't get it to go in. A.T. Manuan wouldn't go. The Chagas knocks it loose, but into the hands of Keller. Parker. Now the three-pointer there off the back of the iron from Kashishki, and the Warriors out of there with it with a 5-point lead. 10:44 to go in the opening half. Perkins to Costello. Costello leading the way with 7 points. Caden Nation off the rim, no good. With his left, that is Wiley. Ethan Wiley out of Omaha, Nebraska, number 5. And that's going to be a turnover. Second of the ball game on Central Community College. We have a new little feature coming up at the half. The full court press, where I put the full court press on Will Casey tonight. Firing some fast, fun questions at him. We'll have that for you at the half. He is our feature in our full court press. Costello. Yes, sir. It's got to be the shoes, money. He's got 10 already in the ball game, and we have 9:55 to go in the opening half. 19-11. Warriors getting it going now. Parker knocks it down from the free throw line. Perkins gives it up to Nation. Costello creeping down in the corner. Maybe not the best idea there. Nation trying to force it down and low to Chagas, and he had a lot of attention down there. And we're going to have a basket and a foul on the three-pointer there by Carson Starnes out of Kansas City, Missouri, making it a 19-16 ball game. And Will Casey with the rules infraction. That is his first and the first team foul on the Warriors. Starnes will go to the free throw line, where he is 71.4% on the season. Starnes just a 19.4% three-point shooter, but he knocked that last one down, and that one wouldn't go for him. Walters, Casey, Costello, Chagas, and Manuan on the floor right now for Indian Hills. Costello rattled, wouldn't go. Chagas trying to get the putback, couldn't do it. And this time he's going to be fouled. So he'll go to the, I believe, the free throw line here. That'll be the 6th team foul on the Raiders. Foul goes against Keller. Chagas 57.4% from the free throw line on the season. 3-point Indian Hills lead. And a big fella from Brazil clanks the first one off the back of the iron, no good. (19-16), Warriors in the lead. We did not score until about 4.5 minutes in, but have since gotten it going pretty good. 10 for Costello. Dashagas gets that one. 6 points for Caden Nation, 3 for Perkins. 4-point Indian Hills lead. Starnes kicks it out. Parker. Good ball movement here for the Raiders. That shot was into the wind. Out of bounds, Warrior basketball. Abdullah Fall checking in for Indian Hills. He comes in for AT. Walters, Casey, Dashagas, Fall, and Costello on the floor right now for Indian Hills with a 4-point lead. 8:34 to go in the opening half. Three-pointer coming here from Walters. Yes, sir. Nothing but net for the Frisco Kid. He knocks it down. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer, and it's 23-16 Indian Hills. That one rattled, wouldn't go. Casey out of there with the rebound. To the corner. Abdullah. Off the rim, no good. Starnes gets the rebound. That one's too strong from Cooper Law, but Central Nebraska gets it back. Central Community College out of Columbus, Nebraska, and they get the easy bucket, 23-18. 5-point Warrior lead, 7:34 to go opening half. The Raiders hanging around here. They've now gone into a man-to-man. The Warriors started knocking down the threes, forced them out of that zone, at least for the moment. Casey into the lane, wrap around to Dashagas. Won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. Kazadi Mukuma Jr. out of Grand Island, Nebraska. The 6'8 sophomore broke the rules on that one. That's his second. Schlaban, gotta have faith. Hanks tuned in. Let's go Warriors. Glenwood, thanks for the kind words, and it is our honor to bring it to you. Mallory Joe Waltering tuned in. Sadie Cook is tuned in. Welcome in, Sadie. And Chagas gets that one. 6-point Indian Hills lead. JV will come out and Vlad will come in. I think most of our success is because we're out rebounding them 18-10. 8 rebounds already for Dashagas. So the big fella having a big night early on the glass. Stop and pop there for Kemarian Smith. And it's a 4-point ball game with 7:50 to go in the first half, or 6:50, to go in the first half. Abdullah Fall to the hoop, wouldn't go. Tip in by Vlad Simerich. Backdoor cut. Wouldn't go. Put back is good. Basket and a foul for Cooper Lowell. Young man out of Robinson, Illinois. For Cooper Law, he's a 68.4% shooter on the season, and he gets that one. 68.4 from the free throw line, I should say. It's a 3-point ball game. Costello sends it around to Walters. They've moved back into his zone, or at least a switching man-to-man, maybe a matchup man. or matchup zone, possibly. Costello. Yes, sir! He knocks down the long-range three-pointer. It's a Morgan's Corner three-pointer and 13 for Costello. Bridget Sanders watching from Maryland. Go Warriors. Welcome in, Bridget. And we welcome your comments. Love to know where you're watching from. Maybe if there's anybody you want to shout out to, we'd love to hear from you. Three-pointer coming here for Law is no good. And the Warriors have it. Abdullah Fall got that one. Walters to the middle of the floor. Gives it up. Costello. No. But he's definitely feeling it tonight. He's got 13. And we have a foul away from the basketball. Let's see what we have here. I believe that's going to go against the Raiders. Starnes picks up his first foul. Summerage will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Perkins will come in for Casey. 5.5 to go in the first half. We have a tremendous crew tonight. Ariana Ramsey working the main camera tonight. Samiko Ramos on the floor tonight. And Stephen Goodwin has rolled in like a rock star, grabbed a camera. He's working it tonight. Titus Lettering producing and directing. Camille Hendricks on our social media, and I'm S.W. Oker on the call. Vlad fights for it, but Law gets the rebound. Now kicks it back out. Starnes needs a friend, goes to the corner. Keller baseline up and under, no good, but a foul coming here is going to go against Vlad Simmerich. That'll be his first. And the third rules infraction called against the Warriors. They called it on the floor, so no free throws here. Comes into Keller. To the corner, three-pointer. Off the mark, that was from Wiley, out of bounds. Warrior basketball. Indian Hills travels to Freeport, Illinois next Tuesday to take on Highland. Then we're back home next Friday against Elgin. Boy, Costello thought about it. I mean, he is ready to shoot all the time. Abdullah, a little stutter, now to the hoop. And he's denied, but Caden Nation takes it away. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Warrior basketball. Shot clock at 14. Yeah, Chris Shondell said Will was not in the game on that first foul. So, yeah, they give it to the wrong guy, but I think it's right in the book, and it's right on stats. So, Perkins with a foul, Casey with a foul, and Simmerich with a foul. Caden Nation, too strong. Out of bounds, Warrior basketball. Shot clock resets to 20. Indian Hills leads by 6, 29-23. Walters changes directions and got himself in a bad way and turns it over. Wiley out of there with it. To Parker. Gets it down to Keller. They like that matchup with Keller and Walters. Walters did a nice job on the defense, but the ball falls into the hands of Lowell, and he puts it in, 29-25. Perkins kicks it out. Caden Nation has it knocked loose, gets it back. No foul. There it is. I was going to say, that looked like quite a bit of contact, and Caden's going to go to the free throw line. Where Nation shoots at 66.7% from the free throw line on the season. Caden has 6 points in the ball game. Indian Hills shooting just 38.5% from the field so far tonight, 35.3% from three-point land. And we're just 3 of 6 from the free throw line. So certainly not the numbers we wanted to see coming in. And no good. Kathy Ryder tuned in. Welcome in, Kathy. And Caden missed them both. 29-25, 3:56 to go. Again, if you're Central, this game is the one you can make your whole season with a win here tonight. Parker takes it to the hoop, puts it in, and we have a 2-point ball game. Don't know that I'd want to be in the Warrior locker room tonight. Costello. Gets it up to Walters. Walters loses the handle. Another turnover. That's turnover number 6 on the Warriors. And Central Community College has a chance to take the lead in this possession. Law. And there they kind of break there. I think they were kind of throwing it to nobody, and it ended up in their own hands. That one is swatted out of there by the Texas Ranger into the hands of Costello. Perkins. He'll do that to you from time to time. It's hard to get on his invite list. Perkins changes directions, takes it to the hoop. Fancy basketball there by Quentin Perkins, and it's 31-27 with 2:39 to go in the first half. Boy, somebody missed their assignments. A Division II school. They are shooting 36.4% from the field, 22.2% from three-point land. They're 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Caden Nation. Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for the young man out of Peoria, Illinois. Knocks it down. Let's see if we can have a strong couple of minutes to finish the half here. That one's off the mark. Grabbed by Perkins. Perkins, a little shimmy shake. Dumps it down to Caden Nation. Nation spins. Nation off the glass. Wouldn't go. Dashagas back into ball game. Couldn't get the rebound. They did a nice job. They play hard, that's for sure. To the corner. Starnes. No good. And Abdullah tracks down the board. $1:38 to go first half. 5-point Warrior lead. Perkins. Yes, sir. Morgan's Corner three-pointer. We have a foul away from the action, from the shot, and are they going to get Dashagas? I believe, but the basket's going to be good. So that goes against Dashagas, his first. They put the points on the wrong side on the scoreboard here in the arena. I think they're hopefully working on that. I always like to see that stuff get corrected immediately. I think that should make it 37-29 now. And they're showing 34-22. I think they're on top of it, just trying to figure it out. Yeah, they're working it backwards now on the Raiders. $37-29 there. They've got it. $1:28 to go first half. Russ W. Yoker on the call tonight here on Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. A lot of stuff coming up at halftime. Our full court press, we're going to put on Will Casey with some fun questions for him. And then here at the arena, they're doing quite a bit of recognition stuff for our national qualifying teams. Volleyball, men's soccer, and then Coach Lindsay Michelle is, I think it's her 400th win. What a career she's had. She's a good one. And she'll be recognized tonight at the half as well. So we will try to bring you all of that from our public address announcer, Brian Cutsworth. We're going to hopefully be able to throw it down to him for that. And then we'll have, of course, some Hy-Vee halftime stats. And the full court press will put on Will Casey, a new segment for you at the half. This three-pointer is off the rim, no good. Costello's got it. $1:02 to go, first half. Now we dip under a minute. And a foul coming, and Perkins is going to go to the free throw line. That is the third foul on Maljaw. Perkins on the season, 86.4% from the free throw line. He comes in 19 of 22. That's good. Cameron Kashishki checks in from what could become one of my favorite towns that I've seen on the list, Wahoo, Nebraska. I had never heard of Wahoo, Nebraska until tonight, but I could live there. I could live in a town called Wahoo. How much fun would it be every time somebody asks you where you're from? I'm from Wahoo. Oh, that guy, he gets excited about it. Knocking down the three-pointer is Kasadi Mukoma. 39-32. There's about 8 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock, so the Warriors cannot hold for the last shot. Perkins, front of the rim, no good. And now the shot clock is off. Central Community College could hold for the last shot if they are so inclined. Parker swings it around. And now it looks like they may. 9 seconds. No, this one's going to be fired up. And would not go. Indian Hills has time to get a shot up. Perkins on the move. Perkins. Costello. No. And Chagas grabs it, but it's going to be late. And we're going to go into the locker room with a 39-30 Warriors. Ball comes in to Parker. Young man out of Australia. And the second half gets underway. 53 minutes after the start of the first half. Denied by Simmerich into the hands of Will Casey. And Will up the floor. Will step through and good. Will Casey with those long strides. Keller struggling to get that one under control, but he finally does. Indian Hills and that man-to-man almost knocked that one loose. Let's go Mason and the Warriors from Mom. That one is off the mark. And what's the whistle? Oh, it hit the apparatus, I think. Watching from Southern California, Kimberly Jenkins. Go Warriors and nephew Mason. Thanks, Go Hills. Love the program. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that. And Grandma, did I see Grandma Bev, I think, is tuned in. Is she in Arizona, maybe? I think I saw, so... The Costello family out in full force tonight, cheering on Mason, and what a first half. He knocked down 13. And Titus is convinced it's the pink shoes. They're the money shoes. Abdullah Fall with a good finish there. Out of bounds, Warrior basketball. The lead is 11. That's our largest so far in the ball game. And I like the way we've come out of the locker room with a little bit of intensity. I got a feeling that Coach Dewey had some words that he might not, have wanted the whole world to hear. He probably had some strong suggestions on how he wanted the second half to go. Casey, step through. Basket's good, but Abdullah Fall on the bench. I did not get any report on what's going on with Tayshaun Bridges. He's in street clothes tonight as well. Jamal Intizami day-to-day, and Alan Johnson day-to-day. Knocked away by 18. Look out! Hey, baby! He came out of the locker room with a little intensity for sure. And we just got the big hey baby from Manuan. And that one's up and in. And if you're Central, that is a much needed bucket there. It comes from Mukomo. Costello on the floor for Indian Hills. Inside to Simmerich. And what's the call? Travel. So Costello comes in for Abdullah. Instant replays provided by River Community Credit Union. We appreciate their continued support of Indian Hills Community College. Wraparound knock loose by Costello. He saves it, but it's into the hands of the Raiders. And now knock loose, and Will Casey's got it. Here comes Will. Will up the floor. Steps through traffic, lays it up and in. He goes a long ways on just a few steps. Casey, the 6'8 sophomore out of Pontoise, France. Get it out of here, says Simmerich, and that is going to be Raider basketball. Lowell checking in for the Raiders. 49-34. I'm keeping an eye on that bench to see if Abdullah Fall, how long he's in the locker room. And we're hoping that it's nothing major on Abdullah. Casey. Looking for a friend, kicks it out to Costello. Costello, too strong. Casey, good block out there by Cameron Kosishki. And a bump foul here coming. They didn't hear the initial whistle, obviously. It's going to be the first foul of the half on either team. It's going to go against the Warriors. 16:23 to go. The foul goes against AT. That is his first, and as I said, the first team foul on the Warriors. Walters almost gets the steal on the inbounds, but able to take it all the way to the rack is Kemarian Smith. Casey, front of the rim, no good. Rebound into the hands of Kosishki. And Walters a little late getting there, and it results in a foul. I liked our intention to start the second half. Now we're just not crisp. The hustle isn't there. It's going to be Kasadi Makoma Jr., 6'8" sophomore, Grand Island, Nebraska, 73.1% free throw shooter going to the line. Linda Vanderlyn and Dennis and Vicky Lawson tuned in. I think Vicky had a birthday the other day, if I saw correctly. Happy the floor right now for Indian Hills. And Abdullah Fall has not made his way back out of that locker room. That one's good. 10-point ball game. Largest lead has been 15. Walters kicks it back to Nation. He thought about it. Now tries to get it into DeShagas, and it's a turnover on the Warriors. Not sure why Caden didn't just let it rip on the three-pointer. Parker, it's good. Ronan Parker. And it's an 8-point ball game. Central has won 4 in a row. They're playing good basketball of late. Indian Hills has won 6 in a row. Walters, little scoop de loop, wouldn't go out of bounds. I believe that's off the Chagas, and it is. And it will be Raider basketball. .14 to go in the ball game, and it's an 8-point Indian Hills lead. Warriors came in at 17-4, knocked away by Perkins. The Texas Ranger has a run out and an easy bucket. And it's a 10-point ball game. 2 of those losses we had to forfeit. So those are paper losses. Otherwise, we'd be 19-2 coming in, and we'd be 11-2 at home. But doesn't hurt us in the rankings, obviously. Indian Hills ranked number 3 in the country. To the corner, Costello. Nation now on the swing around. Now Nation wouldn't go. Wanted the call, didn't get it. And that three-pointer is on the money. Omaha, Nebraska. They list him at 6'1". I'd say that's generous. But, man, can he shoot some free throws, obviously. Solid player. 51-48. It's a 3-point Indian Hills lead. The 15-point lead didn't last long. Walters looking for a friend, gets it to Perkins. Perkins. Yes, sir. Morgan's corner three-pointer for Quentin Perkins. Young man from Dallas, Texas, knocks it down. Morgan's corner three-pointer for Perkins makes it a 6-point game. We have got to force some turnovers. Just 5 turnovers in the ball game on Central Community College. Shot clock at 9. Rattled and went for Mukomo. He's got 12. Kasadi Mukoma, Jr. knocking it down. He averages 16.3 a ball game. He is their leading scorer, and he's leading the way tonight with 12, along with Ronan Parker, who's got 12. Costello. Yes, sir. A Morgan's Corner three-pointer for Mason Costello. He's got 16. Costello knocks it loose, takes it away. Up the floor we come. Costello to Perkins. Perkins threw a little traffic to the hoop, up and under and in. Basket and a foul. Perkins with a strong finish. Little fancy basketball. And Coach Dewey doesn't seem all that pleased. Is it no basket? So no basket, I guess. All right, foul goes against Wiley, his first team foul. Abdullah up and under. And good? Yeah, basket's good. It is. Abdullah has 4 rebounds and now 4 points. Make it 5, rather, on the night. Three-pointer is all net there from Keller. Frank Keller out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 6'7" sophomore who averages 12.4 a ball game. Knocks that one down. He's got 6. DeShagas, a little strong off the glass. Putback is good for JV. That's going to put him in double digits rebounding as he grabbed his own ball game. Perkins redirected that a little bit. That has to be something. It's a travel. I say it's either a jump ball or a travel, and they call the travel. 62-53 Warriors. 11:53 to go. That should be our under 12 media timeout, I believe, but we're going to play through it, and I'm fine with that. Walters, Perkins, DeShagas, Casey, and Costello on the floor for the Warriors. Costello. Rattled, wouldn't go. DeShagas with the board. Missed. Puts it back. No good. Got it again. DeShagas. And now the foul call. JV DeShagas is working hard down there. He's showing some serious tenacity. He's going to be at about 13 rebounds by the time that's all said and done, and he's going to go to the free throw line. 62-53 Warriors. DeShagas with 4 points in the ball game. And that one's just a little bit short. $16 points for Costello, 15 for Perkins to lead the way for Indian Hills. 12 for Como Jr. and 12 for Parker to lead the way for Central Community College out of Columbus, Nebraska. 11.5 to go in the ballgame. Deb Worley. I'm late to the party. She's tuned in. Dwayne Cook tuned in. Member of the Iowa Media Network broadcast team. Dwayne calls some Indian Hills sports for us, and he is the lead broadcaster for Go Knoxville TV. I'm sure he's having a lot of fun, especially with that boys basketball team, one of the best in his state. As we dip under 11 minutes, the Warriors have a 10-point lead. Will Casey switches direction, misses the shot. And out of there with it is Mukomo. Kasadi Mukomo Jr. to the corner three-pointer. Rattled, wouldn't go. Put back, no good. Casey out of there with it. Will looking for a lane to the hoop. Couldn't finish. And he will throw that away. Good effort there, but Smith couldn't save it. Indian Hills will go on the road after this one. We have not been on the road since the 7th of this month. When we went over to Sauk Valley, we'll go to Freeport, Illinois to take on Highland. Last I looked, they were 10-8. So we'll have that one on Tuesday night, then back home here against Elgin a week from tonight. Casey with a fall away, wouldn't go. DeShagas tips it out, but nobody home for the Warriors there. Maljal is number 3 for Central. That three-pointer is no good from Keller, but they get the rebound with number 10. Very dangerous. They average 82.4 a ball game, and they give up 77. They've come on the road tonight and said, hey, we're the real deal, and if you take us lightly, we're going to show you what we're made of. Abdullah Fall gets on the floor, fights for it. Now Perkins trying to grab it out of there. We're going to have a jump ball to be possession Indian Hills. Indian Hills coming off that big win last Saturday night over Southeastern, where the Warriors won at 81-57. And we wait for the floor to get cleaned up. Warriors get the alternate possession. Fall, Walters, DeShagas, Costello, and Perkins on the floor, and a foul. That's going to go against Starnes, number 7, his second, and the 4th team foul of the half on the Raiders. Comes into Abdullah. Kicks it out. Walters. Rattled, wouldn't go. Indian Hills now 10 of 25 from three-point land in the ball game. So that's a solid 40%. Loose ball, Perkins. Quentin will try to go to the hoop. And there'll be a foul coming on Starnes. It's going to be his 3rd rules infraction of the night and the 5th and a half on the Raiders. Torrey Perkins, let's go Warriors. Great job, son. Number 3, Quentin Perkins. Tori Pope is watching. She's here watching. Perkins. Yes, sir. Right on cue. I'm guessing Mom likes that one, as do we. And Quentin Perkins, now with a season high, 18. And that one is good. From Ronan Parker. They just won't go away, I tell you. Central is proving to be a very formidable opponent. Costello. Rattled, wouldn't go to Chagas, but they're going to call him for a foul there. JV has 13 rebounds in the game to go along with 5 points. That'll be his 2nd foul. 4th team foul on the Warriors. All right, so I told you we're on the road at Highland next Tuesday, then home against Elgin on the 31st. Then Sauk Valley comes to town on February 5th, and then we have a big one on February 12th at Triton. We go on the road for 3 in a row. Then February 12th, we're at Triton. February 15th at Southeastern, and February 22nd at Marshalltown. Before we finish at home with Highland on the 25th of February and Triton at home on the 1st of March. .8:05 to go in the ball game. Abdullah couldn't finish. It means rebound for DeShagas and a bucket. 14th rebound, 7th point for JV DeShagas. Turnaround by Parker, knocks it down. Ronan Parker now with 17 points in the ball game. Young man averages 9.6. So young man out of Latrobe, Australia, 6'3" freshman. Came to the Hellier Center with a plan tonight, and he has executed it very, very well. Foul here is going to send Walters to the free throw line. 7-point Indian Hills lead with 7:26 to go. Walters, 78% on the year. Clucks that off the back of the iron. And if his dad's watching, he probably just gritted his teeth a little bit and said something like, something like that, right? Bleepity bleep blank. Tony does not like missing those free throws. Oh, and he missed that one too. Uh-oh. Good thing Christmas is a long ways away. I hope Trenton's birthday's not coming up or something. 68-61. Ronan Parker with a few steps, and it led to a Chagas denial. Walters couldn't finish, but he's going to go back to the free throw line for two. Go. We have an 8-point Indian Hills lead. Perkins, the Texas Ranger. Let's see if he can get some spark going for us defensively. He can do it for sure. Three-pointer. Front of the rim, no good, but coming out of there with it is Keller. Now Abdullah takes it away. Up ahead to Costello. Mason lays it up and in. It held on the rim and fell for Costello, and that gives him 18 on the night, and the lead is back to 10, 71-61 with 6:36 to go. Three-pointer coming here. Off the front of the rim, no good. JV's got it. Let's go on a run here, fellas. We have 3 high-definition cameras going for you tonight, Brock. Brought to you by Dr. Mark Altfellows at the Optical Shop in downtown Ottumwa. There's a good finish by the Frisco Kid. And it's 73-61 with Lori Perkins, Deb Worley, Tori Pope. Good to have everybody tuned in tonight on a Friday night at the Hellier Center. We'll have another Friday night at the Hellier Center next week as we welcome in Elgin out of Illinois. Vlad almost knocked that loose. I'm not so sure that shouldn't have been an over and back. I know there was a tip, but I'm not so sure they didn't touch it last before it went into the backcourt. But, man, if Vlad would have knocked that loose into the hands of Will Casey, I'm thinking we would have all needed a helmet. The rafters would have been shaken. Simmerich lays it over the rim and in, and the lead is at 14, one off our largest lead of the night. 5:30 to go in this ball game. Three-pointer coming. No good. Grabbed by AT. So Manuan and Simmerich check in during that last break to go with Perkins, Walters, and Casey. Casey up and under. Offensive foul. Must have been a hook there. It's going to go against Will. That'll be his second rules infraction of the ball game. Sixth team foul. Second on Will. Kazadi Mukomo Jr. will bring it in. He's got 12 in the ball game, 17 for Parker. Parker leading the way for the Raiders of Central Community College, and a foul coming here, and now free throws. 5:07 to go. It's going to put them in the 1-and-1. So the main campus, and maybe their biggest industry, is Balin Manufacturing. They're a metal fabrication company. They employ over 1,100 people. And if you're there and you're hungry, well, maybe find yourself on the corner of 13th Street and 28th Avenue, where you will find Duster's Restaurant and Gottberg Brewery. So if we ever end up having to go over there and play, we're going to be looking for Duster's Restaurant and Gottberg Brewery. I think it's all one. It's on the corner of 13th Avenue and 28th Avenue. 75-63 Warriors, 4:51 to go in this one. Knocked loose. Oh, Casey was on the prowl. He's feeling it. He wants a breakaway so bad, and we want to see it. Keller, Simmerich on the defense. Knocked loose. Perkins has it. Here comes Quentin across the timeline. Alley-oop. Hey, baby, Will Casey. Off the oop from Perkins, and it's 77-63. A 14-point Warrior lead with 4:19 to go. Three-pointer wouldn't go. Long rebound tracked down by Macomo. Now knocked out of there. AT, Will Casey. Will lays it over the rim, and it's 79 from the field. 39.3% from three-point land, but a disappointing 47.1% from the free throw line. That rules infraction will go against Trenton Walters. That is his second and the 7th point, and then now his 8th. Kick out to AT. Now to Trenton. To the corner. Manuan spins. Kicks it back out. Perkins. Yes, sir. Morgan's corner three-pointer for Quentin Perkins. Yeah, Trenton's birthday is the 31st of January, so that is coming up. So our game against Elgin will be birthday night for Trenton. He better hit his free throws that night. Perkins to the corner. Will Casey says, nah. Perkins kicks it out to AT. He's going to let it fly. Yes, sir. Three-pointer for AT Manuan. Quentin Perkins has a Warrior career high of 21 for him. He's got 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's 5 of 6 from three-point land. So the Texas Ranger, they call him QP3 as well, I think, is having quite a night for us. And thankfully, he certainly typically has good nights. But scoring-wise, this is a big night for him, and we certainly needed it. 85-68 after that three-pointer by Maul Jaw, who gives Maul Jaw 12 points. 2:14 to go in this one. We'll have our post-game interview coming up with Coach Cole Dewey shortly after the game. That one's a little off the mark from AT. AT's got 5 on the night. At the conclusion of the game, I'll get you your stats and we'll get a wrap on it. Turnaround from Keller is no good, but we couldn't find a handle. Too many cooks in the kitchen on that one. 85-68 is your score. It'll be Raider basketball. Looking for a Hy-Vee Warrior win tonight. You know, all in all, not a bad crowd tonight. We weren't sure with the high school game on a Friday night. And, you know, last week we had, of course, one of the biggest rivalries in JUCO basketball with Indian Hills and Southeastern, so you wondered, you know, tonight, would folks be as excited? Well, we've had a good crowd. AT Manuan couldn't finish, got it swatted, and then Simmerich misses the putback. To the corner, three-pointer coming, no good. Rebound, Caden Nation. $1:21 to go. Indian Hills, 85-68. It appears we are going to get the Hy-Vee Warrior win. Not sure what Caden was thinking there. That's twice tonight he's tried to force the ball down low and maybe he don't. $1:08 to go. Yeah, Q is definitely on fire tonight. He can shoot it, no doubt about it. He came in 32.7% from three-point land. He was 17 of 52 on the season coming in. He's 5 of 6 now. So he'll be, 22 of 58 on the year. So that's going to move him up to 38%. So he goes from just under 33 to 38. And a little fancy basketball to the hoop. Little underhand layup and in. And he now has 21 points on the night. Off the mark, 40 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Warriors with an 87-68 lead. It's going to be a Hy-Vee Warrior win tonight. Inside, Vlad. Hey, baby! Simmerich with a rim rocker, and it's an 89-68 lead. Shot clock is off. Let's hopefully no fouls. Let's just get to the finish line. That three-pointer is going to splash in there for Maul Jaw. And the Warriors Could dribble it out. Let's see what Costello does. Let's hope he does. Just dribble over to the corner, and let's run out the 12 seconds, and let's get a Hy-Vee Warrior win.